Hello, chess friends. Going to be streaming some bughouse in the random pool. Let me see, am I centered here? Maybe not. It's wrong direction. Okay, so we're going to start off in the random pool, but if anyone wants to partner anyone on voice chat. Doesn't matter the level, as long as we can communicate. So we're going to start off with a 500, 600 here. Hopefully he'll make some moves. If he doesn't resign, this should go our way. Okay, so yeah, looks like he's going to attack. If I had a knight, you know what? Let's just get this out. We'll win a piece here. Or more. Possibly more. Okay, so now things are very good. We could do this. And this. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. If he interposes, we have knight in. He did not interpose. Okay. Well, now I could go up here. We could go here. We have options. I think I'm going to do this for now. So I'm guarding against the mate. His bishop can't take. Now I could take the bishop for free. I think this mates though. Let's go for mate. Just in case my partner has troubles. The knight here is checkmate. I would rather be winning pieces than checkmating. But he was so aggressive that we had to take that approach. Slightly higher opponents. Okay, that's a free pawn. I wonder if he'll sack and put a knight here, maybe? I really should castle. Alright, feel a little bit safer now. So we're attacking a few things. I should have taken the pawn there, probably. Okay. Partner looks like he's doing a good job living over there. Oh, maybe I can take that. Yeah, let's do it. I still have knight takes. We're not in any danger. I just take this. Yeah, let's get some more pieces off the board. Okay. Is partner okay? Looks like he's fine. Shoot. Partner wants something. What does he want? Oh no, he doesn't want anything. I guess he's waiting for a rook. So we could try to get him a rook. He didn't ask for a rook, mind you, but I think he wants one. Let's put that there. Maybe rook here was a little better. Yeah, rook here was definitely better. I think he's just going to sit the whole time for a rook, which is a really sad way to play this game. But that's where we are. Let me ask him, why are you sitting? This is always a mystery to me. Never people sit. Okay. So does he really... Let's just go here. Okay. So go here. I have no idea why he sat. It was a really odd time to sit. Okay, this queen is out of the game. Like, I have rook here, followed by knight here. I guess he was waiting for another knight. I don't know. But it was odd why Zordi was sitting. It was odd why Darshana was sitting. They both should have moved. My partner never said no knight. All right. Yeah, let's go back in the pool. Why do I get in the box where I can't see my current rating? It's because I've never played any chess games. You, on the other hand, have played many thousands of chess games, so it will tell you your chess rating. That looks like a queen trade. I was not consulted on this. Now this pawn is weak. I want to get this move in. Yeah, so basically chess.com's code, I guess it's relatively hard for them to check if you played all sorts of games. So if you haven't played any chess games, then they just assume that they don't have enough information. Oh, this pawn is hanging a little bit. Maybe we tempo the queen before we do anything. And if he moves all this diagonal, we could always just place a queen for checkmate. This, yeah, then I have checkmate. So I guess he has to move here. He moves there, we just take the rook for free. I mean, we have other options too, like knight here could be good. But we'll just do the simple thing. This is defended. Threatening pawn in. It's a free piece. My partner is in trouble, surprisingly, despite all the pieces I've won for him. Alright. This pawn might be very bad for him, but given a rook, he has a rook to interpose though. I think he should live. And I have mate with queen at c7, queen takes bishop, knight in. After we trade. We are up a minute. Got him. 2 more games, we get to figure out my rating. Let's go here. And knight in. Oh, I should tell him no queen. You know what? Let's go here. Oh, it's Ken. I didn't realize it was Ken. Ken wants trades. Let's see what I can do. Apparently he doesn't want those 3 bishops. He wanted something different. Okay. Well, Yeah, I'll just take this. I'll stay safe. I don't know what to do. This is probably a bad move. We'll do it anyway. And then this. Oh, I should have just taken the pawn first. What am I doing? Idiot. That was a free dude. Oh, looks like we have another opportunity. Ooh, this is hanging. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I guess I go here. He dead? He looks a little bit dead. He says my bad. I don't think I played that great. Hey, Gilly. Hey, Chess Doofus. Hey, Flash Hippie. If any of you want a partner, let me know. Looking for a partner on voice chat. N64 console died. Uh-oh. Hope you're able to get that fixed. Although emulator is not that bad. I actually like emulator. Gonna prevent the sack. Maybe not so much prevent the sack. We tried to prevent the sack. Can I go here? He's gonna get in here. Eh, I'll just go back. Is this so bad? I think it's fine. I get to go out here. Is that queen trapped? Where can you go? I don't think he has any squares. Even take back. I'm telling my partner to stall. This a knight plus queen might be a little bit problematic. I don't think he'll listen. Well, he is a 1400. Maybe he'll listen. Hope he listens. Maybe knight here or pawn here. We're up a ton of time. If he sits, we just win. Hey, Jeffrey. Good to see you, Jeffrey. Yeah, I was enjoying definitely Dr. Worm's stream, but I had to do my scheduled stream here. Let's see. I want to... Oh, the square's defended. I guess I can tell him to go. Telling him all fine. Alright, let's get this out here. Maybe we sack. We're defended. Partner wants trades. I will see what I can do. Let's take this and go here. We're threatening queen in. Promote. If he takes, that's mate. If he takes this, well, we'll figure that out if it happens. Maybe queen up. Maybe queen in. I don't know. There's options. I feel like my partner's attacking. We're still up 30 seconds. High level bughouse confusing. Yeah, this isn't even high level bughouse. This is low level bughouse. But low level bughouse is also confusing. Alright, I'll just come up here for now. Maybe I take this. Oh, I guess the rook was already blocked off by this pawn. So I probably had that before. Okay. I think I'll just go here. I'll take this. I can move the knight. You have some X-rayed attacks. Maybe I take this pawn, in fact. You can take this, but seems good. Oh, not only that, then I'll have this. And I've removed the pieces that were scary around my king. So my king feels pretty safe here. He has checks on this diagonal, but that's about it. Oh, partner's getting attacked. How did that happen? That's scary. That's a free queen. We take those. Alright. Let's try this plan we talked about. Oh, that's a win on time. Great job, partner. Thanks for the follow, chess dogs. Really appreciate it. So, Gilly, I thought you said you had a whole bunch of consoles. You told me Gatorade was off on the streets of New York City buying every console he could find. Where we see Bo Gordon those consoles for himself and not sharing them with you. Yeah, these guys. That's weird. Okay, I guess we'll come in this way. Let's defend some of these squares, attack this knight. Partners get in, attacked a little bit. What does this accomplish? Not very much. Take this way. Partners getting kind of owned over there. Not a fan. I have to sit. Pawn at here is bad. Okay, maybe I don't have to sit. Maybe instead we go. How's that for a plan? What's he doing? Attacking this? I don't care about that. Let's take this one. Throw in a check. Monkey see, monkey check. And try to come in here, something like that. Maybe I should do this at some point. I should get this bishop out. Bishop here is a possibility. I feel like we're winning a piece. But my opponent is also doing evil things. Okay, I told him I was just gonna... Yeah, partner had a scary position, but it worked out. I haven't seen this guy before, honestly. This guy new. Account created yesterday. Oh, maybe an alt. Probably an alt. Account created yesterday, only played Bughouse. They're saying ridiculous lag. Report, not tap, Brook report. Oh, they want to report Brooklyn Mirage. I can understand. Reported him. Clearly an alt. Yeah, we were up a ton of time. So that worked out. I'll probably block him if I ever am his opponent. Hey, boy bug. I'm okay. I've been playing this game many years. I really enjoy it, and I know a fair amount about the game, but there's many players much better than me. I've played with all the best players in the world, and I can hold my own. There's no one that I have no chance against. If any of you want to partner me, I am looking for partners. Anyone who can be on a voice chat. Oh, that's a free queen. We take those. So yeah, it could be Discord, Skype, Zoom, anything like that. As this is really a game of communication. It's important to be able to tell your partner pieces are good, pieces are bad, suggest moves. And it's a totally different game than the random pool here. Right now I can't do much communication with my partner because I'm not a fast typer, and even if I was, they don't really listen. Okay, knight is good. This is just gonna hang stuff. Oh, maybe I'll take a knight. Probably not. I really should retreat that. See, if I have a knight after queen here, I have knight check, I can win the queen. I don't think that's going to happen though. So instead, I'll just say never mind. Alright, so now we'll make a threat. I'm going to go back here, defending here, threatening this. Partner is checkmated real soon. That's sad times. And he just takes a useless rook and walks into mate. This is what happens in the random pool. You're paired up with partners who, like, I don't think he was trying to lose, but he's so bad at the game that his moves are indistinguishable from someone trying to lose. And I lost 10 points because of that. There's nothing I can do about that. If I have a partner on voice, then I can tell them when they're walking into these traps. Alright, we're not going to get scholars mated. Not today. Hey, Marksman. Marksman, how's the bridge going? Hope you're doing well. I hope he doesn't hang his queen. Time will tell. He's at 1300. He shouldn't hang his queen. Oh, there's a free queen for me. Maybe I'll tell him, save your queen. Alright, take this. Okay, he's going to hang his queen for nothing. Because it's with check, so he doesn't get to take that afterwards. Alright, now I have to make sure I don't get mated. Why did they resign up a queen? Well, I guess it wasn't up a queen since I won one too, but still, a weird resignation. I think they were doing fine. How long am I planning on streaming? I don't know. At least another 35 minutes, because that's how long I'm on Chess TV. And I might stream longer than that if I could get a partner. If I'm just playing with random pool partners, then it probably won't be a very long stream. So when you say bridge is good, Marksman, have you had any tournaments recently? Or what have you been up to? Best move is always resigns. Maybe best move for opponents. Here's a funny mate here. If he got this, there'd be a smothered mate. I don't think it'll happen, but it's a possibility. I mean, of course, he could always take it, or he has a move to deal with it. But if he could get a knight, it's just mate immediately. Unfortunately, we're down time. Maybe he was waiting for the knight. He's a 500. I don't know if you saw that. I guess I could tell him knight d5. Knight d5. He did not play knight d5. That's okay. That's a free piece. Several different ways. I think we'll take it this way. The king now has an escape square, so it's no longer mate. So this is part of the problem. These guys that are low rated, they don't move very often. So we can just maybe lose on time. Knight d5 is still a good move. So knight trade wins immediately for me. Same type of tactic. We have a smothered mate. Missed you answer the question. Oh, I said I'm streaming at least 35 more minutes because that's how long I'm on Chess TV. And I may potentially stream longer if I could get a partner, like a manual partner I could talk to. But if I'm just in the random pool, then I'm not going to stream super long. Okay. Should I try it this way or this way? Let's just do this. Attacking the queen. That looks fun. So I'm thinking of castling. If I had a pawn, I could put it here. Oh, knight here might be good. I was worried about pawn here, or two pawns even is bad. But if he drops a pawn, I could just go here, then I can castle. And I get our king out of danger. Like partners potentially winning a knight. And he's losing a piece. That's not the end of the world as long as he doesn't get mated. Okay. Let's take this way. We'll go here. And we'll take that. This is now a threat. Let's make that threat. Knight here's mate, I think. Great feed, partner. Oh yeah, marksman, we can. Oh, you answered in the Discord? Maybe I missed that. I apologize. Or no. Yeah, marksman, we can partner sometime whenever you want. Just let me know when you're free. Marks, you don't need to play fast. You don't need to play good. The thing about me is I always try to win, and I get frustrated in the moment if I lose. But people think because of that I'm like obsessed with Raiden, and I'm not. Like if I lose 200 points, like it doesn't matter. After the game's over, then it's all done with. So just try your best, and you can learn, and it'll be okay. So pawn here's a threat. If he takes, we can threaten the queen. Eventually I want to get this bishop out somewhere useful. Alright, we're going to take that with check before we do anything else. I think knight here. It's no longer under attack. We're also now threatening knight takes, defended by the queen. He didn't see it. That's a free pawn. Potentially more. Alright, well, I think go here. Okay, so now I have check. I'm not sure if that's our best idea though. It's not bad. Pawn here is kind of fun. Actually, I like pawn here. So, like, no matter what he takes it with, we have ideas. So that is cut off a potential king square. So I can go a number of ways. I can go this way. I could go that way. Probably trade queens. Ooh, maybe we don't trade queens. Man, there's so much fun stuff here. I think I'm going to trade queens. So I wonder if I can castle with check. No such luck. Oh, I should have moved my bishop. That was a blunder. I didn't use the chance to develop my existing piece. Alright, if we put something here, we can take with knight, I think. Maybe we take this bishop first. And maybe we go here first, actually. Yeah, let's go here first. Okay. I'm losing this piece. Not necessarily the best. We have initiative. Oh, I should have played knight here first. I should have used my existing pieces. Not following good chess principles here. So this you could take. Maybe this. I could come here, then here. Get both my knights in the game. He might be safe over there. I can't quite go there. Can I go here, then push? Maybe. Huh. It's just a weird situation. Oh, well that makes it easy, partner. Thank you for that. Yeah, let me know, marksman. Yeah, only prerequisite is listed. Yeah. Yeah, and generally what I do when I partner people manually is if they're the lower rated person, generally I let them seek, so we get easier opponents. So usually I can run over my opponent and they should get more pieces to play with. Okay, a knight is bad for him. Let's try not to give a knight. I'm worried about this fork. I don't think he sees the fork. But he'll probably naturally move his queen anyway at some point. Oh, he's kind of going for a knight. Let me tell him rook g1. Oh, now there's another place to fork him. Okay, so that's not great. Well, at least right now he has to give a queen to get a knight. Alright, let's take this free rook before we forget. I don't care if he takes this. This is gonna open up my rook file. Oh, now I have a bishop. I can put a bishop here. If he goes this way, I might do that instead of taking the rook. No, we're going to take the rook. I have a threat of pawn check. Pawn check, then knight in, maybe. Let me take that first. I like this battery here. Rook takes pawn. That's good for him. He found it. Nice. Queen takes bishop is mate. He got mate. Great job, partner. Oh, we got his king's bishop out. This guy is going to be underrated. He should castle here. I don't know if he will. Okay, that's not terrible. He should still castle. Oh, never mind. The free piece is good. Not going to complain about that one. Alright. Let me take this. And what now? I'm just going to tempo this bishop for now. If I can get it off this diag... Oh, that's not a correct move. I was going to say if I could get the bishop off this diagonal, and then I could win a queen. I could have just taken the pawn, tempoed his queen, but that might make his queen move to a better square. Anyway, partner did a good job that game. Sometimes I'm blind to like hanging pieces on my partner's board. I look for ways for them to defend when the easiest way to defend is just to take the piece. Interesting. Really? That's kind of tempting. Yeah, let's give the queen. Ooh, I should not have given the queen. We're not up that much time. I think I should go. I don't know what that was about, but okay. Huh. Partner wins trades now. Okay. I think we can deal with that. Great job, partner. Glad I looked at his board. They could have taken a queen on my board. Hey, Wensley. What's my regular blitz rate? I don't really play blitz. My USCF, I think, is a little bit under 1400, but I haven't really. That's United States Chess Federation, but I haven't really played, and a lot of people tell me I should be 16, 1700. I basically only play bughouse, as bughouse is so much more fun than chess. Wensley, if you wanna partner, let me know. Looking for any partner on voice chat. Oh, there's a knight. That's helpful. Thank you, partner. Like partners live in so far. Ooh, that might would have been useful, but no worries. We still have a good position here. Yeah, Wednesday, if you want a partner, looking for any partner on voice, so let me know. Try to get up there. We go here, maybe. I don't know. This might not work. Yeah. A pawn would be pretty good for me. This guy's defending pretty good. So we definitely have a superior position, but not enough to do much right now. Huh. Oh, there's a pawn. Oh, there's a knight. We'll work with that. Partner seems to be in a wee bit of trouble. God. I'm absolutely crushing here, but he's kind of getting murdered. Like pawn here, knight down. A little bit scary. Can't right now? Yeah, some other time then. Alright. Feel like I'm about to lose a rook here. Or a queen. Oh god, partner's so dead. Get safe. At least made it in one with this queen. We're gonna lose this game. If my guy moves and doesn't take the queen, then I have to sit. Oh, that's a nice move, actually. That guards all that. I'm pretty happy with that move. Okay. I think we've survived the onslaught. He could still force a rook, but I can sit because I'm up so much time. Does a knight mate him? I think I should probably sit. He says as he makes a move. I don't know why he's so concerned about his queen. I don't care at all about the queen. God, he's dead. Stall, dude. Stall. Stall, stall, stall. Seriously? That's so frustrating. I won the world, and I had mate in too. This is what happens in the random pool. With a partner on voice, we win that 100 out of 100 times. I'd say 1,000 out of 1,000 times. Okay. Partner's crushing. Swordy generally does not play that good. So, good to see him not getting murdered. For a change. Partner wants a pawn. I think that can be arranged. I'm not going to take it immediately though. I'm going to play pawn at h3. Actually, as queen takes knight. Queen takes knight. Free knight for him. Okay. Now we're going in. He's safe. Maybe this, actually. Okay. Great job, partner. Let me see. Did I miss anything? Oh, your chess.com is marksman master. Alright, let's partner. Get in Discord first. Let me see if you sent me a Discord call. You have. Alright. Let me try calling. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello? Can you hear me? I can hear you.
I can hear you great. Okay.
Okay, good.
I'm going to try sending you a partnership. You should go into chess.com in play. So you probably know how to get to play. There's on the left-hand side where there's a menu, you see the little hand grabbing a pawn, and then you go to play. All right, so I'm going to send you partnership, and you should get a notification in the bottom right that I'm trying to partner you. And
Notification.
did you find the notification?
I didn't get a notification.
Okay, so another option is you can send me a partnership. So
Okay, I can try.
so in the play window, there should be on the right side. There should be 4 tabs: analysis, new game, games, and players. You click the new game tab, and then there's a drop down, and you can select doubles from the drop down.
Oh, I just got an invite.
Oh, perfect. Okay, great. So I can seek the first game, and then after that, after the game's over, you're going to have a pop-up which will say new game or rematch, and you can click the new game. So the first one might be a little hard, might be easy, I don't know. But after that, we will get people more around your level. Oh, we got an easy one anyway. Okay, so just develop your pieces. The main thing in the opening is to watch out for f7, because they're going to try to attack your f7 square, which is in front of your king's bishop. So your goal should try to be to develop your king's bishop.
Okay.
c5 isn't a great move just because it creates a weakness on c7 that they can try to exploit. So be careful about your c7 square.
Okay.
Maybe pawn at h3, attacking his bishop, a new pawn in. So I should tell you a little bit about terminology. When I say at, I mean like a new one in. And then if his bishop kind of retreats, you can put a pawn where the bishop was, and a new pawn in, and then you're forking him.
Like right there?
Yep, and then you can take his bishop, and now he's a sad panda. You could put a new bishop at h3, and if you put a new bishop at h3 or you move your bishop, your threat is a new rook at f1, which if he takes with his rook, you can take with a pawn and promote. So I think you had mate coming up there. So you should get a pop-up, and you can press new 3-minute, and we'll get another game there. Oh, I should update the stream title too. I'll try to do that next time I'm sitting. If there's a mod in the chat, if the mod can update the stream title, that'd be great. But if not, I can get to it. So you could either take that, or you could defend a pawn. Either way. Pawn takes pawn, or knight. Yeah, that's good. Now you should probably take that pawn now. And then you could either take the knight, or you could defend it. So take the knight, but now you have to be really careful. So hold on, just wait a minute, because when you push your f pawn, you create a big weakness on f7. And if it were his move right now, he would place a pawn on f7, and then he would win your knight for free. So we're in a little bit of trouble here. Hold on, I'm gonna get you a pawn. Just put the new pawn either on f7 or e6 so that you block the bishop. Yeah, that works. Okay, so he's checked you. This is a little bit scary. You could put a knight in at either f7 or g6, and not only does your knight block his queen, but you also defend e5 at the same time, which is kind of fun.
Was there a problem with attacking the queen at g6?
Yeah, if you push g6, then he could have taken e5 for free. So it would have lost a pawn.
Okay.
But at least you wouldn't have gotten mated. So, you know, just a little problem,
That's a good
not a big
thing.
problem. So you could take that bishop with your queen because your knight defends it. So I have checkmate here. You can just take that queen. Okay. So good job there. The one thing to keep in mind is you should, in the opening, you should never move your f pawn because that just creates a big hole in the position where you can put more things in.
Okay, sounds good. Don't move the f pawn.
Oh, I forgot to update the stream title. I'll try to do that next. Okay, you probably want to move e4 or something like that so that you can attack that pawn there with your bishop.
Yeah.
And then maybe just push d5 to attack the knight. Push your d pawn. Yeah, and then the pawn takes pawn. Looks pretty good. Let's see. My position is not great, but I'll find something to do. Maybe we'll just go here. Again, not a good move for me. Yeah, I made mistakes over here, but yeah, maybe move. That's a little scary. Okay.
I'm just gonna play, see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's knight takes knight. Okay.
That doesn't work.
Hmm.
Ooh, that's an interesting idea. What does it do? Do we have any imminent threats?
You could just trade the queens there. This queen takes queen, then bishop takes pawn. And
then castle?
he could knight check you. Oh, she's probably going to knight check on c2. If he doesn't knight check, then definitely castle. Yeah, so probably move your king to the left, I think. 'Cause I'm not sure I can hold a queen is the problem. Okay, so maybe you could develop your undeveloped bishop to either g5 or d2 or e3, something like that. This is not a great position for us because we're down a little bit of pieces. You could move your bishop to b5 to check him, see what he does. And then pawn takes pawn, I guess. So he probably has... Oh, hold on. This is good for us. Push your c pawn. Do not take the pawn, just push it. So push to c7.
Yes.
Then he can take his rook and promote to a queen. And now we're
Right.
We're back in business. Ooh, except I am in a little bit of trouble. I might be mated here. My fault. Let me see. Do I have any way out of this? I don't think so. Yeah, this looks real bad. I'll definitely take the rook, but I think I'm just mated. Yeah, not looking good, unfortunately.
Anything I can do?
No. You're doing great. It's just my fault. I moved into mate here.
No, I am.
Although he might not find mate.
I'm just going to do that. I'm just gonna keep checking.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you keep vibing. He chose not to mate me, which was awfully nice of him. So, we still have chances. Yeah, he's getting a little bit closer to mate though. I think I'm a little bit checkmated here. Yeah, you have checkmate in one move. That's nice. Unfortunately, we're down 40 seconds, so my bad. So I'm mated. But I think yeah, I didn't see his threat. I should have knight checked and taken his rook instead of just taking a pawn. But you were doing awesome on your board there. Oh, hey, Incredible Wonder, could you please update the stream title to reflect that I'm playing with Marksman Master here? Yeah, so you could take the pawn, you could develop your bishop. Yeah, that's a good move too. Yeah, and then we can just grab that. So remember, you do not want to move your f pawn or your c pawn. Instead, you should try to develop some of those pieces there.
All right,
So
we'll
develop
do.
your bishops, develop your knights. Yeah, don't worry about that pin. Yeah, that's fine too.
Oh.
Yeah, you can just take that back. Oh, you should probably mute the stream if you haven't already.
Yeah, I was trying to. It suddenly popped back on, and I'm like, why? Why did it go there?
So yeah, just try to develop some of those other things. Doing pretty good there.
I don't understand what this big deal with pawn pushing is.
You could take that pawn because you could take it twice.
Right.
Take it with knight afterwards. Looks like you're winning a pawn. That's fun. And now you're
Pawn
also
winning.
you're threatening a new pawn at f2 if he doesn't do anything about it. Protected by your knight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So I'll just.
Let's just do it.
So what I would do is put a new knight at
C2?
at g3
G3.
at g3. So you're forking the rook and the king, and he can't even take those things. That looks
What about
fun.
forking the queen and the king?
The problem is he could play knight takes c3 or pawn takes c3. So I don't think you have enough things attacking that.
Okay.
Oh, I mismade him one, but at least I'm going to use a free queen. Yeah, you could just take the rook for free. And if he takes your knight, you could play like queen to d5. Oh, you could play knight takes bishop, I guess. That looks fun. Yeah,
And that's also check.
in retrospect, I really should have checkmated him. We're having regrets over here. But that's okay. So you have a new queen. You could throw that in at g3 where it's defended by your knight.
Hello. Peekaboo.
There you go. Say hello to him.
Be best friends.
You play queen takes g2, because then you're threatening to like move your pawn and do nasty things to his king while promoting.
Nasty things.
So you could just promote that pawn.
Yeah, and then I just win as queen.
Yeah, or as king, either one.
Either one.
Yeah, there's a free queen. Seems good. No reason to pass up a free queen. I'll try to win you some more things.
I've got 3 queens on the board. This is
ridiculous. That's a good point. You might want to get that other queen on the board. Well, maybe not so much anymore. You could throw a pawn in the way somewhere, probably at e6 or e7, one of those. So your 2 queens are both threatening his knight, and if he doesn't defend the knight, you could just take that with probably your queen. Yeah. Anyway, if he doesn't defend you could just take that. He's just giving you like a free piece every move.
He's just throwing stuff at me.
I think I hung a rook by accident. I was trying to like win more stuff, but instead I hung a rook. That's how he got that rook. My bad on that one. You could take the bishop with your queen, or you could just check him somewhere with something. If you just keep checking him, mate is bound to happen someday.
Eventually, I can just throw enough pieces on the board, and he will be checkmated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could even play bishop takes knight, because you have a few things on that knight. Like bishop takes knight and queen takes. Looking good. Thank you very much, Incredible Wonder, for updating the stream title. I really appreciate it. Oh, I said gift a sub to a marksman here, saving me from the random pool. Yeah, so just try to develop your bishops. I might trade queens over here. So
Okay.
apologies in advance. Bring that bishop back, probably to e2. But that move was not in vain, because what you've accomplished is you've created a weak... Okay, move your bishop to f4, because you've induced a weakness on c7, and you're going to be able to exploit that.
Oh, this bishop. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, your undeveloped bishop.
Yeah. Oh,
So
I
now
already had that on my
now
side.
it's
So forget
looking
myself.
it's looking at c2,
Yeah.
and you can do fun things over there.
Like put a pawn there.
Sure, that sounds fun.
Either pawns or knights.
Yeah.
Or bishops. I mean, all of them are beautiful.
All of the above. Right now you just have a pawn, but we are up time, so if you want a different thing, you can just ask for it. Let's see. I think I should stall here. Okay, yeah, you can do the pawn thing. Eventually I want to trade queens, but I want to do it when it's good for you.
I can castle soon.
Yeah, first you should either take the queen or the knight, but after you run out of useful move, yeah, you can just take that. Pawn takes bishop. You're in check there. And if he takes the pawn, he thinks he's going to be queen traded, but instead you're going to checkmate him by taking his queen and waiting for more pieces. Maybe I don't even have to trade the queen. Let's try a sneaky move and see what he does.
He wins my queen, but at what cost? Okay.
Yeah, so there you can just take his rook. And then I guess you could bring that bishop back to g3. So save your bishop. I'm thinking maybe I won't trade the queens. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor.
Okay, my next move I think is going to be castle.
Yeah, if he takes c3 though with his knight, then you might want to potentially guard your queen. Or you could attack him either way. I mean, I guess you don't need to. Castling's fine. If you want to castle, you can castle. It's up to you.
Kind of want to just save the queen.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine too.
Sorry, my regular chess instincts was like, I can't let
Right,
my
right.
queen get
Well, just pawn takes knight. That looks like a free dude.
free. Free for free.
Yeah, it's good to have those regular chess instincts. There's some people who go a little hog wild. Okay, queen takes bishop, and your queen still guards against the checkmate. But here you have to be careful. If he plays bishop at c4, then you have to be a little bit careful about.
Oh, he's off on time.
Okay, now you
Castle?
you could castle. You lose a bishop, but it's no big deal. Because I'm gonna win you like much more than that. So you just move your king. You're fine. Great job. Not so sure about that last move, but maybe it was a time move.
Well, I
you
was just trying to catch him on time.
burned his time.
It's
yeah.
like maybe he just has an
Yeah, but
idea in
don't.
his mind and he's not going to move his queen.
I'd rather if you just don't worry about time in general. Like, let me worry about
Okay.
time. You just try to make as good a moves as possible. You just develop your pieces. There you go. Development
I
mode.
don't know why it took so long to figure out that I needed to do that.
Hey, Dewstern. Congratulations on the 1630 Rapid. Very nice. Hey, Lost Chess. Robbie GM says, yeah, I'm seeing I missed a lot of chat. Robbie GM says, most 500s don't know you can sit. That's true. Queen takes bishop. Oh, that was a free bishop, but no big deal.
Oh, right, it is.
It
Jeez.
might be free next move too. So if you
Yes,
didn't see it
he's
this
like,
move,
he didn't see it last time, he's not gonna see it this time.
yeah.
Free bishop, what? Oh,
I guess
that
he
was
saw
fast.
it and he decided to resign. Yeah, so I apologize if I missed some chat. This is a time-dependent game, and sometimes I get a little bit focused on
What am I
continuing to
doing?
move.
That is just a lost pawn.
Oh,
What?
temporarily, but just develop your pieces. Don't worry about it. Like bishop check him or get your other bishop out, stuff like that. So you can bring that bishop back to c4, where you're pointed at f7.
Right, the weakness.
Yep. Now you play knight takes pawn. That's a free pawn. He's no longer defending it. So now you haven't lost anything. So maybe knight to g5 to attack that bishop. I would play bishop takes bishop. Don't worry about your queen.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I meant with bishop, but that's okay. You're attacking his queen, so that works too. That's a good move. Okay, so now you could save your queen, or oh, just take the knight. Pawn takes knight. That's fine. Okay, let's see. I guess I'll take this one. So he has a weakness on f7. If it were
Yeah.
your move now and not his, then put in a new pawn or bishop at f7 would be worth doing. Even though it sacks a piece, it gets his king out to where you can knight check him. Okay, so here, maybe it's bishop takes pawn. That's a free pawn.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, okay.
And
What was my
here
first
again,
move?
if it were your move, okay, no, now you have checkmate. By putting something new on f7, there's not a knight. Great job. So this is
Okay.
why I didn't want you to move your f pawn. So now when
Right.
he moves his f pawn, he can exploit that.
Don't do the same mistake again.
Yeah, just develop your knights and bishops. Things should be good. There you go. That's good development.
We love development.
Yeah. Maybe just e3 here so you can get that other bishop out. You could get it out to e2 maybe, so you could castle. Yeah, castling's fine. Just push your c pawn up one, since you're gonna lose it anyway. You can trade it instead. Then you can save your queen. Probably to e1, I guess. or maybe d2. Yeah, they're both fine. So your c2 pawn is hanging, but a pawn's not a big deal. And you're threatening queen takes knight. Your bishop guards c4. I think you're doing fine there. Now we've caught up on the clock. Oh, that's interesting.
Should I just rook to b1?
Yeah, I like rook b1. Now you can just take that knight. You have rook takes b7 now. You play queen takes pawn, I guess. Maybe queen takes c7. Is it's defended by your rook and your bishop, and you get to guard your rook, so we can't just take it for free.
And his rook is trapped.
Yeah, not sure how he'll defend that, but be interesting to see. Here for now. You could put maybe a new bishop at d6, defended by your bishop. New bishop in at d6. And the idea is you're trying to cut off his bishop from defending e7. Now you're threatening pawn in at e7. Yeah, you just take that.
And then pawn at e7 looks good.
Yeah, probably. It depends a little bit what he does, but that's probably a good plan.
Doesn't threaten much. I want to take it though. I'm gonna just use it as umbrella pawn, I think.
He can mate you actually. Yeah, so unfortunately you're mated, but if you sit, I have mate. Yeah, that was a good attack by him. So you can't take that knight, so your king has to go over. And he has pawn takes g2. And then he has 2 pawns in hand for a new one at h3 and a new one at g2. So, so sometimes I have to be a little bit cognizant of king safety, but that still worked out. Robbie asked if I told you about the pawn at h6 attacking motif. Not yet. We're more focused on trading evenly than attacking at this point. So you could take that pawn. Or, oh, never mind, his move. That's fine. Yeah, pawn takes pawn. The pawn's good for me, actually. Thank you. And yeah, that wins a pawn, too. You can just pawn takes pawn again. Now you have either knight takes pawn or queen takes. They're both good. There's a free pawn there. Yeah.
Another free pawn that my knight can see. You like pawns, partner?
I do. I like my favorite type of pawns is free pawns. You can just take that bishop. Bishop takes bishop.
That's fine. And then if he takes that, then I take his pawn with check. Oh wait, no, let's defend it. Shh, Nike.
That's okay. Now you could put a pawn at g5, maybe something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So you could take b2, but it's not a big deal. You're still doing pretty good there. I have a fun pawn chain over here. I'm thinking of giving a queen. Can you
That is
survive a queen?
beautiful.
Okay,
I
hold on.
think so.
I'm gonna trade a little bit. So you could put a new knight on c6 to check him, defended by your pawn. And actually, here if you wait, I think we just win. Because my guy has no blocker. Oh, I guess he can move his queen, but then it's like a free queen for us. Yeah, so just wait here for a little bit. Let's think about what to do. I guess you could put a new bishop on c4 to check him, but make sure every move is check. So new bishop on c4 looks good. And then stall after that for up 30 seconds. Oh, thank you so much for the raid from No Mercy. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so you can... Oh, actually, bishop takes bishop is fine, partner. Let me give a shout out to No Mercy.
Yeah.
So you have queen to d5. Looks fun. Move your queen to d5. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine too. Just make sure every move is check.
Yeah. I'll be sure to do that.
All right, let's just take this one. Queen takes pawn looks pretty good for you. There's another queen to play with.
Ooh, more queens.
Yep.
I love queens.
Queens are fun. Okay, let's thank No Mercy. Oh, whoops. Did that command wrong. Oh, I guess I should take this for my partner. Yeah, so really appreciate the raid. For the folks coming in who may not know what's going on, we are playing Bughouse. Bughouse is a chess variant played by 4 players in teams of 2. Whenever you capture a piece, you hand it to your partner, and you can make a normal chess move, or take any of the pieces in reserve that your partner's handed you. Place one on any empty square as a move. You can actually take that. Knight takes pawn is fine there. Knight takes pawn, he takes back, you take back with bishop, and it's kind of an even trade.
Really?
Yeah, two pawns for a piece. 2 pawns for a piece is an even trade in Bughouse. You could retreat that bishop probably to e7. Okay.
Probably.
Let's see. You just take that pawn. Oh, okay, that works too. Yeah, maybe just get your knight out to e4. Knight e4.
F4, that's E, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I really appreciate the raid, No Mercy. Hope your stream went well. Let's see. I guess we'll take that one. Okay, you could play. You play. You have a few options. Maybe new bishop at b4 check. That could be fun.
E4 here.
And then if you could stall for a little bit, that would give me a chance to take some of these pieces off the board. So for the raiders just coming in, I'm playing with marksmanmasterpro, who I know from the bridge scene. Yeah, so just stall right now, partner. We're up 30 seconds. I kind of want to get rid of his knight on f5, and I don't want him to get a
Sounds
pawn.
good.
I don't want him to get a pawn for e4 where he can fork my dudes. So yeah, partner Marksman is very active at the bridge scene on Twitch, which is another fun community. If you like card games, you should definitely check out the bridge scene. I was kind of hoping it would blow up like chess, but it seems to have died down a little bit. But the bridge is very fun, and I hope that it will get more active at some point. Oh, I should have just pushed. That was a missed opportunity for me.
You still want me to stall?
Yes. Because I
Okay.
have some things I want to do. Okay, so at this point you can go, and my suggestion would be something like bishop takes c5. There's a free pawn on c5. You can take twice with the bishop. That looks fun. Actually, you could take potentially with the knight after. I don't know. Oh, that's free. Let's take that. Do I have mate? Maybe not, but this looks pretty good. Now I have mate. Great feed, partner. Yeah, we do have some bridge emotes here. And I've been playing bridge much longer than I've been playing chess. Obviously, I'm much better at chess than bridge, but I enjoy bridge. Bridge has always been the family card game. My mom, that's the main game my mom plays. My mom was just visiting me last few days here. My mom really enjoys bridge, and her parents played bridge. And the story is she was like the second child. So the story is that my mother was conceived, so her parents would have a fourth for bridge. So you could just castle there.
Yep, that's the plan.
Oh, it's his move. My bad. I see. Let's see. You can take the knight first, and then castle, I guess. Now you're threatening rook check. Knight to e5 could also be a threat to threaten the pawn on c6. Or you could develop your bishop to g5, or you could place a new knight on h5. A lot of moves. Looks good. So maybe move your rook to e1 here, just so he doesn't have any shenanigans. Let's see. What do I want? Do I take? Let's take this one.
What are your thoughts on pawn at d?
Pawn at e6 could be quite
d7?
fun. Pawn at d7 is okay, but I think pawn at e6 could be even more fun. Because even though he could take that, if he takes that, you just crush him.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Rook takes pawn. Yeah, you have to watch
Wait,
out
I
for.
thought it was
Hold on. So now he missed your threat. So now just take pawn takes pawn, and now play very very slowly because you want to make sure every move is check here. So maybe new knight at e6 could be a possibility. Or another idea is you have an undeveloped bishop. You can move that bishop to a3 to check him. I like bishop a3 check.
Okay.
Your existing bishop, because that lets your rooks guard each other at the same time, which could be fun. And now we could do that knight idea, knight at e6, or you could play rook takes queen. That's another possibility. And let me try to get you some things. Okay, so you could play bishop takes pawn check there, or you could play pawn takes knight. I would not play knight takes queen because I think it's important to keep check in.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so you can move your E knight to sorry, your E5 knight to C6 to check him.
C is right there.
And the benefit of that is now if you like, you could potentially move that knight away and get things happening. Maybe a new bishop on E8 and let you keep initiative. And then you could take the queen with check. Whenever you can do stuff with check, that's better than without check. Yeah, you can take the queen with check now. There you go. And now you have like discovered double check. You take one of those pawns with your knights.
Only in bughouse, right?
Yeah. I'm just gonna mate my guy, but you were doing pretty good over there. It actually surprisingly it was a little bit scary even in the end because if you played like rook takes queen, he has some knight threats. But probably the sharpest move there would have been a bishop check to guard those knight checks first and then take the queen. But anyway, you were doing great there, so you kept initiative. Won me some pieces. That was great.
Those scary moments, just keep checking. And when you've got plenty of pieces to check with, it's...
Yep. So we might trade queens over here, so be cognizant of that. If we trade queens, I'll try to hold a knight. Okay. Let's see. I think I'll just take this, actually. Oh, hold on. You can put a new pawn at e5. New pawn at e5. And then you're forking his dudes. Now you just probably want a free piece. A little hard for him to defend that. Yeah, you just take the knight.
Activated knight trap card. Oh, no. Don't lag. Thank you.
It'll be fine. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Probably put a new bishop in that defends your bishop and also attacks this queen. So either at g5 or e5. You want to get more pieces on the board. Another possibility was knight at h5 to defend the bishop. But basically, if you can attack the queen, defend the bishop at the same time, that's great. I'm going to trade queens. I think you're in charge over there. Now if he moves his queen away, you might potentially have checkmate with that queen that I just got you. Or I could get you a rook if you want to use the rook instead. Great job.
Yeah, I found one.
Robbie said you have an emote called Move Your Pawn. I think I have an emote for develop your bishop. Maybe similar idea. Anyway, get your king's bishop out to c5 there. Bishop c5. And the idea is if he sacked... Okay, actually I want you to sack. Bishop takes pawn check. And normally that would be a bad sack. You can play knight to c6. Knight c6, just defend the pawn. So you've got his king a little bit weakened. But basically, that was good for us because I immediately used the pawn that you gave me to win a piece. So it's like it wasn't even a sack. It just helped us out. And now you can, like, knight check him, I guess. So just start making threats. Like knight at g4. Looks fun.
Like a new knight, or?
Yeah. New knight, because you can't move a knight there, so there you go. If he moves towards your knight, then well, let's do this first. Oh, you probably have mate. Let's try a new knight at g3. g3. New knight at g3. Looks fun. New knight at g3 check. And if he goes back, then a pawn checkmates him. If he goes up, then you can win a free queen. Oh, okay. Now you have just checkmate there. Good job. Oh, I see, Robbie. Oh, badly spelled. Yeah, that's kind of one of my pet peeves is a lot of people are really bad at grammar nowadays, like the your thing. And what's another one that's common? I don't remember off the top of my head. Get your king's bishop out, probably to c5. You can take that, knight take. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Go here. That's a free pawn. Bishop takes pawn, I guess. Bishop takes pawn check. And you can move your existing knight to g4. Start getting in there.
It's in there.
I have a friend who used to say, we're in there like swimwear. Alright, you could put a queen on f2. That's going to annoy him.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay, maybe a new knight on e3. New knight on e3, then I'll have to play bishop takes knight, and you can take back. And you're exploiting the pin, so he can't even play queen takes.
Need block with.
Got him. Great job. Yeah, exactly. Incredible butter. There. Like, I had a grammar usage class in 7th grade where we had to learn all that stuff. I feel like maybe people don't have that anymore. Yes, get those bishops out. There you go. Rook to c1 to guard your c2 pawn.
What's that do?
Well, you can just play knight takes knight there. You're doing fine.
Oh, right, that's not a bishop there. I thought that was
Yeah,
a bishop. I'm like, I'm pinned. Oh no.
it'll be okay. And then you can move that knight to e5. Your existing knight that's on f3. Start making threats. He's going to get scared over there.
Nerd.
Rook takes knight. Maybe just the bishop in the back there, like on c1. Bishop on c1 looks fun. You could retreat your bishop that's on, what is that, f4, retreat it back to d2. Then queen takes bishop if he takes that. Oh, is it your turn? Where do you move? Oh, you can put a pawn on e6. New pawn on e6, and he's probably going to resign after that. He's going to be super scared. Oh, that's not a pawn,
That's
but
not a pawn.
but
That's a knight.
but that probably still works. Put a pawn on f7. You confused him. If you put a pawn there, he might not have taken it, but you lured him in with a knight. Well done.
Oh gosh.
Probably e3, so you can keep developing. Get that other bishop out. The one square you don't want to put that bishop is d3, because then he can fork you. But you can pin his knight, or you can move it to e2. Either of them is good. So maybe just move your knight to e5. And even though this is an even trade, a lot of people overvalue their queen and get scared by that. So you're probably going to end up winning a pawn. You can put a new bishop at c5 to threaten the queen. Actually, I guess knight takes knight was good too. Yeah, you have a few good moves here. Okay, now knight takes knight looks good. And that's a free pawn.
A free rook.
Well, not quite free, but I think bishop takes bishop first.
This one?
Yeah, and then you can take the rook, and then you'll have a free pawn there. Yeah, bishop takes pawn is fine. New knight at d6. It's gonna win you some stuff. Maybe new knight at c6 again. You could check him. And then after that, you can wait for some material. Unless he goes the wrong way. Oh, you put a new knight on d6. And then you have a free rook there.
More rook. He didn't learn his lesson again.
He did not. A slow learner. There you go. I think with that queen, you probably have mate. It might be a little complicated. Be careful. A rook probably mates me, so don't give a rook. In fact, it's probably better if you just stall. Take your existing bishop and move it to d6 to check him. And now you have checkmate with the queen.
Queen.
There you go. There you go. That's good. I was in some trouble. Luckily, we coordinated. Yeah, so watch out for that pawn there. You don't have to move so fast. You can slow down a little bit. Okay, be careful. Don't get mated. So hold on. You can move that knight back to d6, and then on d6 it guards f7. You could put a pawn on g6 to tempo the queen. And if he takes that, then I think we want to take back with the f pawn rather than the h
Right,
pawn.
because that
So
opens up
because
the
you don't want to lose the rook. Okay. So now be careful because he's still making that mate threat, so you can't move the knight away. But maybe you could tempo the queen a little bit. You could put a bishop on e4 to threaten the queen.
yeah.
Let's see. Where are we gonna go? I guess we'll just castle. Okay, now try to place more knights on the board. Threaten the queen with knights. Maybe knight at f5 or knight at d5.
That's why you don't want to get your queen out. 'Cause you can just start replacing things.
Oh yeah. That's why he regrets getting his queen out. You could put that other knight, threatening that queen again, on either e6 or d5.
Yep.
Looks good.
I think it might finally be. Oh, he's still no. That space isn't good for him.
Yeah, you don't necessarily need to worry about winning the queen or. Okay, well that's just a free knight. You can just take it. So sometimes when they feel desperate, they'll just throw random pieces on the board. You can just take them for free. Okay. Well, now that his one threat is gone, you have a bunch of things you can do. You have ideas of pushing h5, putting a new bishop on h5, or bringing your knight back to f6. All of those look fun. So I'm thinking of trading queens here. Is that going to be okay for you? Actually, maybe I just do this instead.
Totally fine.
Yeah, never mind about that trading queen thing. I'll try to avoid that. Yeah, you can keep tempoing him. You can put something. Yeah, that queen is almost trapped, running out of squares. Let me get you a queen. Now you have a move that wins the queen. The bishop check on g4, and that forks the queen and the king. It's supported by your knight. That's fun. So you could take the queen, or you could just leave it and keep attacking other things. Okay. Everything's defended. You could play knight takes d4. That's a free pawn, I guess. Or you could play bishop takes pawn.
Got a knight pull.
So you could either take the knight, or you could knight takes c2. Lose a fun check. And then you could probably put a queen where his king is. Don't know what he's going to do about that. There you go. Good job. Yeah, so that's the danger of getting your queen out early. Your opponent can just drop pieces, tempoing you. I think he had a few pieces to drop too, but he never really had a chance to put them on the board because you were making threats all the time.
It's the idea of tempo.
Yep. Now you want to get your king's bishop out somewhere, probably to c5. You can just play pawn take your d pawn takes the bishop. Yeah. Bishop takes knight. I think is fine there. Oh, actually, you haven't even. Yeah, bishop takes knight's fine.
I have a bishop that can take the knight. Oh, that knight. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah. Maybe queen e7 here. Then he won't know what to do with that knight there. Huh. That's my guy made kind of a weird move, but I don't necessarily know a good way to exploit it. Oh, maybe this. See if this works. Just defend. that. You can play knight takes pawn. That seems like a free pawn there. So maybe just the pawn at g6. And now you can tempo his queen again. Depending where his queen goes, but...
Whoopee!
Let's see. So he's attacking your knight. You probably want to defend that knight somehow. You could put a new bishop at d5, or you can move your existing bishop to f5. Those both look fun. Maybe new knight at h4 to attack the queen. And now you can do the same plan as before. You could just attack the queen until it dies.
Just keep attacking the queen until it dies.
Or you could attack the king. You could put a new knight at g2. You're going to try to get new pieces on the board. But after the king moves, you have knight takes f4, attacking the queen. Yeah, knight takes f4. You're attacking the queen.
Right here, that one. Oh gosh. I need to get these into my mind automatically soon.
No, that's, I mean, now you can pawn check, potentially. Yeah, you don't have to find moves instantly. You know, it takes time to learn this stuff. If he doesn't take that, then you have checkmate. But move your h knight to g2. Oh, that wasn't the h knight, but that's okay. That's okay. You could just take his queen, I guess. Now you have some more pieces to play with. Or you could play queen takes knight. That's a free knight, I guess. Yeah, that's good too. Yeah, check is always good. You have some fun discovered checks there. Yeah, just keep checking him. Checkmate will happen somehow.
Surely.
Great job. You won me a lot of stuff. Oh, incredible blunder. I guess I should have. Yeah, Robbie GM. I'm not playing the most precise moves. You take back that pawn. Yeah.
Don't want to move that.
At this point, you could move your c pawn if you want, because you have enough defending it. Yeah, that's good too. Although that might hang the pawn there in the middle. You could play queen takes pawn, but maybe he won't see that. Okay, now queen takes definitely, so that you can guard your d4 pawn. So your mission should be to, oh, well, never mind the mission. Let's try to, let me get you something. Put a pawn on g5. Because you're defending it with two things. And you could potentially win a dude there. New pawn at g5. So you're blocking the bishop from attacking your queen. You're attacking his bishop. And you have two things covering that. So even if he takes it, you're still good. This pawn takes pawn is fine there. He's trying to deflect one of your pieces that's helping to defend g5. So you don't want to take with either of those.
Don't take with the knight.
That's a free knight. Bishop takes knight. Looks free. It's also free a different way. You could also have bishop checked on b5. And then after he defends that, bishop takes. So you could just check with that bishop, I guess. And then probably just pawn takes bishop. So you ignore the two hanging pieces and just take his piece. And the reason you're taking the bishop is if he takes either of your two pieces, he could win his rook. Which looks highly fun. Let's see. I suppose we'll go here. Okay. You could put a new bishop at g5, or you could put a new knight at d6. Those both look fun. Or you could put a pawn at c7, or you could play queen takes knight. You have a lot of options here. So feel free to like lose pieces if it helps you attack. There you go. That's aggressive.
Okay,
Now you
I'll try this.
you could put a pawn at g7, or you could put a knight at f6. Yeah, that looks pretty fun. And you have a lot of pieces to play with there. I'll try to get you even more. New knight at f6 looks fun. New knight, not your existing one, and new knight there. Then you're forking some things.
Should be
And
good.
yeah, you're probably gonna like win the queen and the rook and the king. And your king actually was reasonably safe there. Like your knight kind of guarded, and he didn't really have any pieces anyway. Yeah, Robbie, inflicting emotional damage is fun. That was, I think, that was a Kasparov quote. It might have been Karpov. It was something like it was at this point that I could see his will begin to fade. When he saw that I would not agree to a draw, even after all that I had endured. Oh, okay, you could take that. Yeah. Anyway, it was some quote like that, and it was like, at this point, he was fully destroyed.
Ouch.
So I could get you something to put there, or you could push your c-pawn. Either of those work. So here he actually has a tactic if he were to have a knight, which he doesn't. If he had a knight, he could play queen takes knight, then you could play queen takes queen, and he has knight at c2, and it's like an even trade. Or not even even, it's like he wins like a little bit. But he doesn't have a knight, and he's never going to get a knight. So that's kind of irrelevant here. So if he moves his queen, keep in mind that your knight on e4 is not currently defended. Oh, well, that's just a free queen. We take those. And now you can either save your knight, or you could take his bishop. Or you could just throw in a random knight check. You don't have to do either of those things. You could play, yeah, oh, that's a great move. Now you get to win a rook for free. Now you could move your knight that's in the way, and you have a discovered queen check.
The other thing I can take that.
Yeah,
That
you
didn't go.
actually have checkmate there. Almost any checkmates. So just find a check with a new piece. There you go. Yeah, your queen covered these squares, knight covered a square, bishop covered a square. Great job. Yeah, and covered blunder. Fun moves are better than precise moves, especially at this level. When you get to the high level, sometimes you need the precise moves. But this level, the fun moves are better. So the bishop for knight trade there isn't necessarily good for you. It just kind of helps him develop. Maybe just knight h4 there to attack his bishop. And you are potentially going to lose a pawn on d4. But yeah, in general, when you develop, you don't necessarily want to trade unless your partner wants something. Sometimes it's better to just keep the tension. Okay, well now you can just push that pawn actually. Push d5, that looks fun. Push your existing pawn. And now you're forking some dudes. You're double defended by your queen and your knight. So even though he's double attacking, you're still all good. Queen takes bishop. Looks highly interesting.
Still have something defending it. Like you realize that.
Hey Chuck16. Oh, thanks for watching. I don't know says, bro, I met you again. I'm not sure when we met the first time, but pleased to have you here in the stream. Let's see. Let's put this in. Okay, he's attacking your queen, so maybe it's a good time to bring that queen back. You go back to d1 even.
Yeah, so he can't just keep pummeling me with pieces.
Yeah, just stop all the shenanigans. And normally, knight at f3 would be a move for him, but your knight on h4 guards f3. So you should be fine there. Let's see. I suppose we'll just castle. Okay, maybe just take his knight. Pawn takes knight. And then you have all sorts of fun threats. And here I would pawn check. Pawn check either forces the queen trade or it gets his knight out of your face. And either of those is helpful. Yeah, you can train the queens. And then maybe you could castle there, actually. Castle and check him at the same time. And then you could save your knight.
Ooh!
Let's see. You guys trying to get frisky over here. I could just kind of ignore his threat. Okay, so now you can put a pawn on g7. And then if he takes your knight, you can take his rook, and you get an extra queen to play with. And if he takes your pawn, you can take the knight and you can win a dude. That looks fun all around. Let's go over here. You can take his bishop. Pawn takes bishop, and you probably have a checkmate after that. Oh, yeah, you have a checkmate.
Oh, I can just place this here?
That was not the checkmate I saw, but that is a checkmate. So nice find. I was looking at rook in front of the king was also a checkmate, but yours worked just as well. Yeah, there's a player named Jeffrey Jiang, where he was interest none on the free internet chess server, and on the free internet chess server, which is where we played before chess.com, we had these things called finger notes where you could just write kind of whatever you wanted. And he had finger notes that talked about him as like a bughouse coach, and it was something like uh if like the funniest part of what he wrote was something like if if coach tells you a move and the move is wrong, coach was just testing you. Or something like that. Yeah, so maybe pawn at b4. Yeah, so you're getting him in. Oh, maybe I should win this rook for you. Playing clean house, yeah. You can just take that. Okay, that's his first actual threat. And if I were you, I would just play rook takes pawn and king takes knight. You don't need to worry about giving a queen. I'm perfectly fine. And now you have all those extra pieces to play with. Probably take that pawn with something. Yeah, that works. I probably didn't play that one the best. Oh, I have this. That looks fun. Oh, did I just miss mate? I think I did. That's okay. We'll win some more pieces in the process. Oh, that's a fork. That's fun. You just take the rook.
Okay.
He probably is wondering at this point. Oh, just pawn check, I think. Either pawn or bishop check on f7. That's not f7, but okay. You have another chance to put something on f7.
Oh, there's a knight there. Oh, that also screws up my other plan.
You can just put something on f7, and it should be fine.
Oh. It's double defended.
Yep.
Making use of the knight that is in jail.
Yep. Great job. I gotta run out of time. But I think you were gonna mate there in a few moves.
Ways to yo.
But anyway, Chuck 16. I guess that's Hoff. I hope you enjoy my emotes. I have, I think, 45, maybe a little more, tier 1 emotes, mostly related to Bughouse and other chess variants. So you can use them here and in other channels. And for those out here who enjoy Bughouse, I'm always looking for Bughouse partners. So when I don't have a manual partner, I play in the random pool, which is much less fun than playing with a partner on voice chat. So I'll partner anyone on voice chat, any level. But generally I'll partner the same person until they get tired of me. And then we move on after that. Okay, I would just take his knight there. His bishop takes knight, and then you could bring your other knight into the fray. Let's see. Let's come out here. If he plays bishop takes knight, he can take his queen first. And if he plays queen takes knight, he can take with the pawn. So I think you're in a... Okay, hold on. don't move. Let me try to get you a knight. If I get you a new knight, then you can put a new knight on e2. Then he'll play knight takes knight, you play knight takes knight, and then you win his queen. I think that's a good plan for us. And
Okay.
we're up a fair amount of time, so good chances I can get you that knight. Oh, I should have taken it last move, in fact. Yeah, there's the knight. Okay, so new knight at e2, and it looks like you're in business over there. So after you take the queen, I would maybe push c6, or actually, oh, hold on, no. Let me get some more stuff. It looks like you might have some threats if I get you some. Okay, so you actually have a checkmate if I get you a rook plus a rook. Yeah, just a rook is going to mate for you. Rook at g1, and then after rook at g1, he has rook takes rook, and then knight at f2 is a smothered mate, and you already have the knight in hand. So I just need to get you a rook, and I think that's highly possible in the amount of extra time we have here. So just give me a few moves to tickle him a little bit. Uh, okay, rook comes next move. There's the rook, put it on g1. And you have new knight at f2.
Pieces are flying off the board over there.
Yep. Great job. I guess I missed the chess.com chat. People said Bughouse is neat. Yes, it is neat. It's a fun game.
It's so neat. We like neat things, don't we?
We do. Oh, your guy feared you.
Try scared me too.
They're all frightened. Can you chat in the chess.com chat? Oh, that's a good question. I think I can chat now. And actually what changed is I'm now verified on chess.com. Like I have the check mark. So that kind of gets around the problem before. And the problem before was I hadn't played any chess games. So let's see. You could, yeah, that's fine.
There's not much I can.
No, that's fine. Let's see. Let's try this. That's good. It's good development there. I guess save your knight. You could go to knight g4 or something like that.
Yeah, he's not that too.
Ooh, that's risky. You could just sack your knight. Knight takes f2, I guess. And then I guess take the bishop. Bishop takes knight. And then you can put a pawn on g3. Start attacking that rook. Maybe knight at f2. New knight at f2.
At f2.
Yep. Okay. Well,
Then a pawn at h2 would be mate. Take that.
knight at e4. New knight at e4. I'm going to lose a queen here, so apologies for that. Actually, I don't have a great position. Pawn check, I guess. Bishop at g1. New bishop at g1.
Interesting.
And
queen?
then
No.
move your knight to g3. Good job. Yeah, you saved me. I was not doing well over here. But you crushed. Hey, Moose. Yes, this is Bughouse. Woot woot. Daily dose of drama. What drama did he have? Oh, no, I don't think there was drama in chess.com. It's chat. He was just mentioning that earlier I was not... Oh, you could just play pawn takes pawn. Earlier I wasn't able to post in chess.com chat. Like I was kind of chat banned. Okay, bishop to... Okay, yeah, that's fine. You can take that back then. At some point you want to play bishop to f3. Oh, sorry, bishop to f4.
Yeah.
Bishop f4 looks good for you. And the idea of bishop f4 is you're attacking the weak dark square on c7.
Okay.
And I'll try to get you something for that, but you could pin his knight while you're waiting. Actually, why don't you wait? A knight looks really good for you. Let's see. I guess you could castle. Oh, I probably should have taken this queen for you in retrospect. Yeah, castle's fine though.
Yeah, castle looks good.
Okay, so maybe pawn at c7 to threaten the queen. And then you could drop a knight at d6 and then take the queen for free. And you could probably just pawn check him. I like pawn check there. Or bishop check. And then you could take his knight. Or you don't even have to take the knight. You have mate with queen at e7. Or you could take the knight and then checkmate him later. Either way. Oh, thanks so much, Incredible Wonder, for gifting the sub to Mustafa. Really appreciate it. So yeah, Mustafa, you should enjoy those emotes. We have, I think, little. Oh, you play knight takes e4. That's the free pawn. And then you can just retreat your knight somewhere like c5. Yeah, so a little over 45, maybe 50 tier 1 emotes that you could use here and in other channels. Okay, their knight is already defended, so you don't need to worry about that. So you could play queen e7, or you could play bishop to e7, something like that. Or I could get you some more things. Yeah, you just take the bishop. Ooh, whoa. Okay, queen takes. Yeah, so your general instinct when you take something should be to take back. Okay, but pawn takes pawn is fine there. Pawn takes pawn, then you can trade the queens. Yeah, you can trade the queens, and then probably rook to g8 to guard against shenanigans. You don't want him to get like a knight at g7, something like that. You could play rook takes pawn there even. I'm going to hold a queen, so if he takes your knight, you can take back. I'm not going to let a queen mate you. Okay. Maybe just bishop to b7 and then try to castle. Your rook guards against the promotion right now, although a rook would mate you, but I'll hold a rook. I think you can just play bishop to b7 and then you can try to castle.
If he checks me, then... Oh.
Okay,
Wait,
you can
trade
play
the rooks?
rook takes rook and then you can castle. Yeah, so now your rook guards against the promotion there. I think you were safe at the end. But just remember, generally when they capture a piece, your first instinct should be to recapture. Get your king's bishop out. Oh, that's really scary. Hold on, wait. That is really scary. I think you played d5 there. Push d5. And then move your knight to a5 to attack the bishop. Okay, now you can play, just push c6 to attack the bishop again. Pawn takes pawn. And, okay, so now maybe h6 to attack that knight. So your position looks scary and kind of like Swiss cheese here. Now he's attacking the pawn on e5. You could just push e4, or you could defend it with bishop to d6. Yeah, that's fine. So your position is kind of like Swiss cheese, and the reason is you didn't get your king's bishop out. If you got your king's bishop out, then it would be much less scary. There you go. That's good development. Very nice. Yeah, exactly. Incredible Wonder.
Passant?
So maybe rook check. And try to develop your existing pieces there. Let's see. My position maybe not the best. Oh, maybe this could be good for you. Hold on. Don't move. Let me try to get you something. A little something something.
Okay.
You could try. Never mind. Here's a queen. You can put the queen on f2. Check.
F2. The queen on F2. Oh, that is defended. Okay.
It is. Luckily enough. Okay, and maybe you could move your bishop for check. Yeah, that or you could play rook takes knight. Rook takes knight is good too. Yeah, yeah, I think rook takes knight was the move, and then you move your bishop for check. And that looks like a free knight, so we can take the free knight. Queen takes knight. That's fine.
Ooh, no. Don't do this to me. I'm trying to. Chess is frozen for me.
Oh, okay.
I got through to it. Gosh. He's freezing up.
No worries. Just try your best. Happens sometimes. Okay, just let me know when you're back.
Okay, I'm gonna rejoin chess.com.
Okay. Yeah, in the meantime, I
The browser is just broken.
have to block this guy. Let's see. Okay, how do I spell this?
Bothering you?
Eno257.
Whoa.
1996.
Okay, I seem to be back.
Okay, nice. Okay. Do you
Are
have
we
the?
still
Do you
partnered
have
up?
the? That's a good question. Let's try
I
to figure
don't
that out.
have the. No, yeah, we're still partnered up.
Okay. Do
I
you
think.
have the pop up from the end of the game, or you don't have that?
I did. I have the new 3 minutes. I still have your
Okay.
board on
Okay,
my
you
screen.
can press the new 3 minutes then, and hopefully we'll get a new game here. Yeah, unfortunately we lost that one. I wasn't able to win in time, but it happens sometimes. Don't worry about it. So don't take that knight. Instead, you should develop. There you go. And e3 looks good. Try to get your bishop out. His bishop is very awkwardly placed. Like it doesn't let him do fun things. Now you can just bring your knight in to e5. And if he wants to trade that, that's fine. Let's see, I guess we take that.
Spring.
Yeah, his pawn takes. There we go. Maybe like a new bishop at a4 check. Okay, you could put a new knight at c5 that is going to attack his bishop and also attack b7. And maybe a little awkward for him to guard both. If you can ever play like knight takes bishop, then his knight will no longer be protected. Yeah, knight takes bishop, and then after that you can play queen takes knight. You get a free dude. I'm thinking of trading queens. Are you going to be fine with that? Yeah, just queen takes knight for sure.
Oh, over
You
here.
have a hanging knight on g4. Yeah.
They do have a hanging knife. It's
Okay.
beautiful.
So now maybe just queen c5, or sorry, queen f5. Your queen's gonna be chased around a little bit, but I think you'll be okay. I did trade a
And
queen,
chase around two queens.
but I think you're safe over there. So you can feel free to jettison that queen if you want. You can just take the knight, I guess. Queen takes knight. And actually I like new knight at d6. That looks fun. Because he can't exactly take it with his queen, or you take it with pawn. If he takes with pawn, you can take his queen. He's kind of in a bit of a pickle over there. You're a little bit vulnerable. Luckily, your bishop guards c4, or otherwise you might be in some trouble. So you could play pawn at c7 to attack his rook. He's not going to know what to do if you do that. Okay.
Put another pawn. No. Doesn't work.
You could put a queen at b8, or you could play pawn takes pawn. I mean, I've made anyway, so you've won me enough pieces to get him. But yeah, you were attacking the whole way, so that was fun.
That's an interesting move.
So rook to c1 to guard c2. And your knight guards a2. So all your boys are defended. Oh, that's a clever move. That's very clever. In fact, hold on. I have an idea though. Put a new bishop on a4 check.
If I put bishop at
So the idea here is you're checking him,
4.
but you're also guarding c2 at the same time. And now you can play rook takes bishop because you defended c2. Now if you take c2, you can take back with bishop.
Yeah. I was also thinking bishop a3, protecting the pawn. That didn't.
Okay. I think everything's defended, so he doesn't really have a threat on you, even though he thinks he does. He's confused. Yeah, I like that move. That's good.
Oh, that was fast.
Great job. Yeah, and I finally got you a knight for that fork there. Please take his knight. And then you could move your knight to e5. You're attacking his pawn. Oh, there's a free pawn on c6. You just take the bishop first, I guess. So you're going to get to take the queen later. Um, You could put a pawn either on b7 or on e5. Those both look fun. He takes your knight, you take his knight. Tempted. I guess we'll go for this.
Oh.
That's okay. You could put a pawn on b7. Actually, I just have mate. But yeah, with that bishop I got, you could put a bishop on c6 to check and fork the rook and the king. You can just take the pawn. That looks like a free pawn. Pawn he forgot to defend. But you can defend that one. Maybe with
my thing was stuck on the frickin'.
you can defend that with your bishop. Like bishop to yeah, there you go. I'm playing a line where I sack a piece, but I get a lot of activity, so it all comes back. He's actually attacking your bishop, so you probably want to retreat your bishop to d2. And let's see. Okay, now you can move your bishop
Did I just trap his queen?
Bishop to c3 looks good. You don't quite trap his queen, but it's still a good idea. Okay, don't move actually. I'm in a little bit of trouble here. We might actually lose this game. Let's see. I think you just put a new pawn on d2. And then if he takes your bishop, you take back with the knight there.
E2.
Yeah, so you take back with the knight if he takes your bishop, and then your queen guards your rook.
Yeah. Okay. Now his queen is completely trapped.
Yeah, that does look pretty trapped. Yeah, knight takes bishop. It's not quite trapped anymore, but that's okay. You're safe, which is the more important thing. I think you take with your a pawn. A pawn takes that.
Now he's trapped again.
Well, I think you move your knight to d5, and then you're threatening a knight fork there.
Always got to keep your eye on that c7 square, huh?
Yeah.
Just do it? Is there...
Yeah, you can knight fork him. Because you always have knight takes pawn. Yeah, you can take the rook. Seems like a free rook.
We like those.
We do. We take with knight. And it's going to start to get a little bit scary, but I think your attack is faster. So if you put something on c3, you could put a queen on c7, and then play queen takes bishop.
Yep. Plan.
A smart move for him would be something like bishop at a5, which guards c7 and also attacks you, but you could just play rook takes bishop if he does that. Okay, now I think you play queen at c7, then you queen takes bishop, and after queen takes bishop, you're going to have knight check. Your existent knight. Yeah, existent knight check. And if he moves his king to a dark square, you have new bishop at a3 check. I like new bishop at a3, and you fork the queen and the king. Then you get to win the queen. You just take the queen.
Fork.
And you actually have mate at the end with queen takes bishop. Oh, great job.
We both have mate.
Yep.
Love to see it.
Yeah. That's not a great place for the bishop because there's a pawn fork. So you want to watch out for those. Okay, maybe just bring the bishop back to
Oh, I
e2.
see. And he could just place a pawn.
Yeah, just bishop back to e2, and then he no longer has the fork. Okay. Yeah, now you're good. You could just castle. He doesn't really have any threats there. And if knight takes knight, you take back the knight.
Take back.
And now you have an open b file. Where, well, first you take that bishop, but then you can probably better there to take back with the bishop. Now your king's a little bit exposed.
Yeah.
Maybe just king h1 and then rook g1, so you can grab the file. Where did he go? Okay.
My file.
Yeah, you could just take that pawn.
A pawn totem. These are the things we look for in chess. Pawn totem poles.
That hung a pawn, but you're attacking him, so that's good. Hold on. Let me get you some things. I feel like some things would be helpful for you. I think a knight plus a rook mates for you, so I will get both of those things. First, here comes the rook. And then you're going to wait for a knight at h6. This is a famous smothered mate. I will get it eventually. Let's see.
So knight at h6. Then he just takes my knight.
He can't, because then rook takes king. You have a pin.
Oh, okay. So, oh, and then I put a rook at g8.
Yes. Oh my god, I mouse slipped. But it still worked out. So now you have your knight check. Great job. So get your king's bishop out, preferably to c5. There you go. You can castle there, and then your rook guards f7. Probably just d6, so you can get your other bishop out. That's a good place for that.
Just wanted to unpin it, I guess.
Yeah, you could play pawn at d4, looks fun. New pawn at d4. So the idea is you would be making his knight move, and after his knight moves, then e4 could be a free pawn. You're undermining the defender. So yep, take the free pawn, knight takes pawn on e4.
Oh, this one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And now you have options. You could play knight takes f2 if you want to go in there. Another alternative would be to retreat the knight to f6, or you could play bishop takes knight, or you could play pawn at h3. Lots of options. Queen takes.
Definitely queen takes, not pawn takes.
Yep.
But expose your king.
Bishop takes knight. And then pawn at e3 if he takes that. New pawn at e3. And start going in there.
Three. Oh, we're making a chain.
Yeah.
We'll never break the chain.
You could play queen to g5, I guess. And I might have you sack your queen. We'll see what happens over there.
Fun. Actually, correction. Queen sacks are always fun.
They are. You can sack your queen. Queen takes pawn in front of the king. And then new knight at h4. Then checkmate. Great job. See, attacking is fun. It's important not to attack too early. You don't want to sack and your partner can't get you the pieces yet. But when you already have everything you need in your hand, you should always think about sacking. Speaking of sacking, play bishop takes pawn. I know it sacks a piece, but it's good for us. Bishop takes pawn. As I can check and I can win 2 pieces. You've only sacked 1 piece. So you can actually move your existing knight to b5. Knight to b5, attacking his queen. Existing knight.
Oh, yes, here.
And if he... Oh yeah, now new knight in check. And then you could take that rook, potentially. And now you might even have your existing knight to e5. And eventually your queen can get in there. Let's see. I guess we'll come out here. Yeah, you can play pawn takes knight. You may lose your queen here, but it's no big deal. Okay. You could push your c pawn, I guess. Or you actually new pawn at d1. I like new pawn at d1. Or sorry, new pawn at d2. Yeah. Okay, so now maybe you could rook check, like rook at c7, and then I could try to get you some things.
Things are good.
But they might be. So let's see. You could maybe bring that rook back to c3 And your threat now is moving your knight to c7 and then taking his queen.
Mm-hmm.
And if he takes your rook, it'd be a queen trade, but I think a queen trade that benefits you. Yeah, knight check, then take his queen. Yeah. And you didn't even have to take that back. You could have just checked him. You should look sometimes for intermezzo moves, which are like in between moves. Now you have like queen at c7. And maybe bishop at c8, something like that. Oh, I guess he's a little bit checkmated. Bishop takes pawn. Looks pretty good. Good job. And yeah, your king was safe at the end. Like, all the squares were covered. So it's important, if you ever let go of check, you want to make sure your king's safe. Okay, so here, his real threat is on e5, the hanging pawn. I'm going to protect that probably with your knight. If he brings his bishop out,
I played against this
if he
multiple
brings his bishop
times.
out, then okay, he didn't bring his bishop to the right place. Now you can play like knight f6 and attack his queen. And if he takes your knight, you can take his queen. Okay, you can push d5. And if you push your d pawn up to d5, your bishop has a discovered attack on the queen. And he probably won't notice. Okay, you just take that. Pawn takes bishop. Okay, so he's attacking e5 again. So maybe put a new pawn on f4 to make the queen go away. And you get more pieces on the board. And then this pawn is probably going to be hanging in the middle there. And you can take the pawn two different ways, it looks like. So take the pawn somehow. Let's see. Come on here. Maybe you could get that undeveloped light squared bishop out somewhere. Like you could bring it out to e6, or you could threaten the knight on g4. And maybe a new knight check on e2. And then I can get you some pawns. It looks like a few pawns will win. You could even play... You could move your rook to b8 to attack the queen. And we'll kind of see where the queen goes. Yeah, you can just take that queen. Okay. Yeah, you actually... Hold on. Before you press anything, you actually have a mate there. Do you see your mate? You have mate in two moves.
If you play like queen or rook at g1 and then knight takes f2.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so you put a rook or a queen on g1. He has to play rook takes because it's defended by your knight, so he can't play king takes. And then you've deflected and you have this other mate. Thanks for the follow-up by the Princess King. I really appreciate it. Yeah, a Vic Spoojats. I'm not a full-time streamer or anything, just stream for fun. So I'm a college professor. My full-time job. Marksman is to your move.
Hello. Yeah, I know my game is lagging again for some reason.
Uh-oh, try refreshing, I guess.
Are we
When you get it back,
Partners?
just make any move.
Just has the old board.
Okay, you can try refreshing with your browser. Okay.
Just constantly has the old board.
Okay, that's weird. So the game ended. Do you see the new board now, or you still don't see it?
No, it's just the old board. It still says you're my partner.
Okay.
No, wait, no, we're not partners anymore.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
All right, let me try. I could try unpartnering and partnering you again. Let's try that. Marksman master. Okay, let's try. Did I misspell? No, there you are. Okay, I'm sending you a partnership, but you should get a notification. Okay, you got it. All right, I'm gonna press the buttons. We might get hard ops this first time. Yeah, we did. So we're probably gonna lose this. Don't worry about it. The key is just try to make moves. Do you see the board?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you
I'm good.
go. Okay. So put a pawn on A3. New pawn on A3, and you're trying to undermine that pawn, so you can. No, that's not A3. That's A6. That's okay. You have knight takes knight. Knight takes knight there is fine for you.
Jeez.
Don't worry about it. You could put a knight on A4. Knight on A4 attacks that knight. Uh, oh, wow, so you got a free pawn. Take his queen. I like free queens. We have chances here. You just take his knight. Bishop takes knight. Then put a new knight on E4. New knight on E4. So now you're threatening two different forks. It's hard for him to guard both of them. Let's see. Oh, you just won a free dude. Okay, put a new bishop on E7. New bishop on E7 to in front of your king. And
I
that.
think they're waiting for a queen. Don't do queen.
Okay. Oh, it's his move? I see. Um, I will try my best. He can take a rook, but he can't immediately take a queen. So we'll see.
Now, the spot that I'm worried about is defended, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue.
Yep. I did give a rook. Apologies. So yeah, he wants to put a rook on F8. So just go king to D7 because it's your only move. And if he takes your queen, it's no big deal. Yeah, just take the rook back. You're doing fine. Knight takes pawn, then king takes.
Is it doing that? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, king takes bishop. Okay, now just king to the right. So I think you go down to E8, as scary as that is. I think that's our best bet.
Can't castle anymore. Sag.
That is Sag. But that's okay. Make it work. Okay. So it's time to start checking him. So hold on. Don't move for a second. Actually, can you put a bishop on E7? Put a new bishop on E7. Or bishop on D8 even. Bishop on D8 next to your king. Bishop on D8. And he's going to knight check you, and then you move left. If he puts a rook, just take his knight. So now you're threatening queen at f2, which looks highly fun. Now just king up.
No, I can't.
King up is your only move. So queen at f2 is your threat. And it's really hard for him to do anything about it. Okay.
Just take that?
Yeah, king takes, sure. I guess king to the left. Just king to h5. You probably made it, but just king h5. Then king to g6. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good move. Yeah, you might live through this. Yeah, you have one move. Okay. And now stall. Don't move.
I'm out of time.
That's okay. So is he.
Whoa!
All right. Great job. Okay, so you can press the button now. We'll go back to the easy ops. We got a little lucky there, but we'll take the luck.
Okay.
So relieve the pin, I think. Just bishop to e2. And if he captures, capture back with bishop. If not, maybe knight e5, depending on what he does. You also have bishop d2 as an option. Bishop d2 or knight e5, they're both good. Yeah, take back with bishop. Keep your king safe. And you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, now here, you can take back either way if he takes your knight. If you take back with pawn, then your idea is to grab the rook file. If you take back, okay, pawn at e5. You can fork those things.
Work.
I think bishop takes knight. Looks fun. Then you can take back with knight. If he takes that. Now, even if he moves the bishop away, you could put like a new knight where the bishop was. Okay, well there you just take the bishop. And I think you put something at d6. I think most anything there works. You could put a bishop there, you could put a knight there, you could put a rook there. Probably rook is the least fun of those options, but they're all fun. Let's see. Is it time to go in? Maybe not yet. Now he has to move his king. If he plays queen takes knight, you take back. Now you can take b7. That's a free pawn, and you're attacking his queen. Try this. Now bishop at c5, and you win a queen. Great job. Great feed. Does my partner know the diagonal clocks? Not really. Or, well, yeah, maybe not, but I didn't want to confuse him with too much stuff.
All right. Yeah. One more game. I've got to go. Sadly.
Okay. Sounds good. I think it's your move. Do you see a game?
It's done it again.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
It's done the thing again. I can't get
Okay.
into the game.
Should we make that last one the last one, or do you want to try one additional one?
No, I should go.
Okay.
My
Well,
brother's asleep at my dad's house, and we need to go home.
okay. Thank you so much for partnering. It was a lot of fun. I hope you have a great night.
Yeah, thanks for showing me around the ropes here. This is really cool.
Yeah, I hope we get to partner again sometime. All right. Have a great night.
Yeah, for sure.
Bye. That was the great Marksman Master Pro. I should shout him out. Let me see. Okay. Let me copy and paste his username here. So Marksman Master Pro streams as well. He streams mostly bridge, and he's an incredible bridge player. So if you're interested in the game of bridge, it is highly suggested that you follow him. He's pretty young. Actually, by this point, he's probably older than 18. But when I started following him, I think he was like 16, something like that. And he was already, much better than I'll ever be in my life at bridge. Like, he's the equivalent. If you're looking at like chess strength, he's like above, 2300 strength, the equivalent of chess at bridge. So you can learn a lot by watching his bridge games. He explains what he's doing, and he also does some commentary on world-class bridge matches. So definitely drop him a follow. And it's good to see him getting into chess as well. He's a really smart guy, so clearly he's picking it up really quickly. Hey, Scream Me. Thanks for watching. Does anyone else out there want to partner? So I'm willing to partner anyone who can get on a voice chat. Oh, Scream Me, you know I'm Night Tour. Okay, so you must be from the Free Internet Chess server. What were you on the Free Internet Chess server? Scream. Oh, you're Foxbat. Oh, yeah. Foxbat is a real OG. So for those not familiar on the Free Internet Chess server, this used to be the bughouse scene before chess.com got bughouse. Yeah, I've played for bughouse for 15 years there before chess.com got bughouse, and even when chess.com first got bughouse, all of us at the Free Internet Chess server, we were like, oh, new blood. We'll just go to chess.com. We'll play some bughouse. We'll find new bughouse players, and we'll convince them to come back to Fix and play with us on Fix. But then basically everyone moved over because it was just a lot easier to get a game on Fix. But Foxbat was one of the head admins on Fix for many years. Well, maybe not many, but for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. And he was the main contributor who paid for the server for many years as well. And I was negligent. At one point we tried to make chess.com better, and I was helping out with the programming of that, and I really dropped the ball on that. I'm really glad we have chess.com, and I'm happy with chess.com, but at one point we were trying to make Fix have like a nice web interface for everyone, like chess.com does. And maybe the world would be different if we had succeeded. Maybe Fix would have become like the Lee chess. But great to see you, Foxbat, if that's really Foxbat. Hard to know for sure, but not sure why anyone would try to impersonate. Okay, well, I guess maybe I'll play a few games in the random pool. But if anyone out there wants to partner, let me know. Let me check the Discord servers real quick to see if anyone else has jumped in and said they want to play. See who's streaming now. Oh, Chewy's streaming. Is Chewy streaming Bughouse? If he's streaming Bughouse, maybe we can. We'll probably give him a raid no matter whether he's streaming Bughouse or not. Oh, he's streaming high level Bughouse. Okay. So we could just raid him, or we could watch his games for a little bit. So maybe let's commentate on a few games and then we'll send him a raid. Let's see. Watch. It looks like Plotkin's in the pool too. Plotkin is also streaming. Or maybe not streaming, but playing Bughouse. Alright. So no Chewy Candy, who's up here, National Master. He's currently streaming some Bughouse. And we're going to give him a shout out. And yeah, maybe we can commentate a little bit. You see, they are playing much, much faster than I was. I was playing more low-level Bughouse, and also I'm not a particularly fast player. But these guys are of the philosophy that Bughouse is all about speed. So especially Chewy. So Chewy tries to move instantly. Warmpaka is a bit of a sack sitter, but also a very strong chess player, international master. I assume we're going to see queen takes pawn at some point. Oh, maybe not. Is he going to get like a queen in the mix, or is he just going to pawn check? Wow. Okay. Okay, so Warmpaka's got a little bit safer and is still on the attack. Oh, wow. So now he could take the rook. There's no danger of another queen coming because there's no other queen to take. It was made on the left board. You see how quickly they play, and these guys love the pre-move, so they pre-move whenever possible. So surprisingly, none of these guys are fixed players. These are all the new guard of Bughouse players. So Mastermind is Marvel and DC for life. That's one of his dupes. No Chewy Candy. Relatively new player. And No Chewy Candy, I remember when he was like 1800 strength, and he was watching my streams and getting better. So I feel a little bit responsible for getting him interested in Bughouse. I'm not going to claim any responsibility for getting him better, as he did that all on his own, but it got him interested in the game at least. And Early Bird Catches Worms, this is the Liger from Fix, which is a misleading username because it's not the actual Liger from Fix. The actual Liger from Fix is just Fix Liger, but he was emulating Fix Liger because he and his friends liked the whole vibe of Fix Liger. No, Chewy wasn't 1800 strength, the player. I'm saying he had a rating of 1800 previously. So Chewy needs to worry about getting checkmated, and this is a very hard mate to deal with. So maybe no, that doesn't even work. I guess he has to hope for like another knight and he can mate. Like knight check. That doesn't work. Now he's just mated. That was a free pawn. Probably going to see a sack at some point. Although this is defensible for Early Bird Catches Worms. I think he's totally fine. Warmpaka has some troubles. Warmpaka doesn't have great development and he's losing pieces. And they've just resigned it. En passant. So pretty often, a lot of players like giving up the knight for the pawn here, because this pawn controls a lot of key squares and it helps them with development. I'm not a fan of that, but it's pretty popular at the high levels. The knight mates, maybe rook in, yeah, so smothered mate there. Yeah, Foxbot says ancient history all came out well. Yeah, I'm glad, much like, you know, in the olden times we had ICC and we also had Fix, so people had the choice between the free and the paid. And nowadays we have that with Lichess and chess.com. And I like chess.com, but it's just mostly because they have Bughouse and Lichess doesn't. Lichess is actually the place to go if you want to play Crazy House. There's much better Crazy House scene, stronger players, more options for analyzing the games on Lichess. And I would like to see both sites improve. So I'd like to see Lichess get Bughouse. I'd like to see chess.com get a better analysis mode for Crazy House. I've been very lucky that not only have I got to play Bughouse on chess.com, but I've also made friends with a lot of the developers, and a lot of the developers on chess.com, they love Bughouse, and so they're open to ideas for improving the game and improving the server. So, and I feel that's one thing that unfortunately was missing from Fix. That Fix kind of stagnated and didn't improve after a certain point, whereas both chess.com and Lichess are continuing to improve, especially chess.com. Yeah, exactly, Incredible Blunder. I would like to see analysis mode, and I'd also like to see arrows. So when I say arrows, like you can draw arrows on the board, but your partner can't see them. It's just for the benefit of yourself and people, if you're streaming, people watching the stream. There's another variant on chess.com called 4-player chess, and on this is more top level, not quite top level, pretty high level though. There's another variant on chess.com called 4-player chess, where you have a really big chessboard and you have 4 players on the same big chessboard, and the colors are red, yellow, blue, and green. And in that variation, there's a teams variation. And in 4-player chess, when you draw arrows and you're playing teams, your partner can see your arrows. That's very useful. So there were some times when I was partnered to Marksman, when I would make a move suggestion, and he would be confused about the notation, and that sort of thing wouldn't happen if we had arrows available. So both of these kings are in very weird spots. What an odd position. So it looks like knight checks are what they want to do, but they don't really have a good square for knight checks. So, I mean, maybe like bishop at h5, something like that for Warmpaka to try to cut off the rook. No, I guess the knight covers this too. Yeah, this is just a tough situation. Whoever gets like an additional knight first is gonna win. We might see a knight sack to get this knight. Yeah, there's the sack. Yeah, Chewy is streaming this right now. So I'm gonna raid Chewy eventually, but I thought I'd watch a little bit and commentate. It's hard for me to keep up, they just move so fast. So I try to provide some insights. This is a good tactic to see. He put a queen on the back rank, and he lost the queen, but he was able to promote. So it's a queen for rook trade, but on the board he has an extra queen. And this is a piece factory. So every piece they trade, you can put a new pawn in and trade for the piece. Piece factories are fun to have. So Mastermind is down time. The diagonal clocks matter. Warmpaka versus Mastermind. And Mastermind is down about 4 seconds. Especially at the higher level games, you'll see the times very rarely get very far apart. So it's extremely unusual to see like a 30-second or a minute differential between the diagonal clocks. Usually it's more like 5 seconds or 1 second. But even these very tiny differentials, they exploit them. So here, Warmpaka can wait for pieces, and he could also deprive Mastermind of pieces. So make Mastermind move with the pieces he already has, rather than waiting for like an additional pawn, or I don't know what else you would want. Like pawn at a6 would be interesting for Mastermind. Oh wow, he sacked his queen. Might see knight takes. I might see knight. Okay, knight's gonna sack here, I assume. Yep. Going in. And the queen's traded. This is hard for early bird catches. This is another tactic you see a lot. You attack and defend at the same time. So that was a bishop check that then was able to take the piece he was scared about. Early bird catches worms is getting safer as a result. So probably knight takes with this strat. Oh, this is a struggling king. So pawn check is good. Bishop check is good. What's the time like though? Time is real close. We may have to take this knight and run, or okay, that was interesting. Yeah, so he's running that king, hoping to live. And yeah, all about initiative in the end. Yeah, they're playing 2 minutes instead of 3 minutes. A lot of the higher level bughouse players prefer faster time controls, particularly 2 minutes or 1 minute. And the reason they don't like 3 minutes is sometimes they will sit the whole game down when they have like a certain advantage. Because they sit so much, they figure it's better to sit with a 2-minute game than to sit with a 3-minute game. There's just less total sit-in. What's going on? Looks like Liger is not moving. Is this chess? No, there it is. So there's a 4-second differential. The benefit of Chewy. Oh, threatening. That's a free queen. Wow, what a nice mate. Liger's having some lag issues. Yeah, early bird catches worms, who is the Liger from Fix. Not the actual Liger, but his alternate username is the Liger from Fix. He is based in China currently, so sometimes he has some internet problems. He's threatening discovered checks. He's also threatening double check, which we're probably going to see. There it is. Now probably a knight in there. Yeah. And it's pretty close to mate. Pawn check, and then pawn check. Or queen check is just mate. So great attack by Liger. Oh, that's interesting. This is going to be a target. It's a fork. I think this was just a free pawn, so I don't know why he gave that pawn. Maybe he was trying to gain a little bit of time. Oh, nice. Knight check, I assume. I think he's safe enough. These squares are covered. Oh, okay. He wants to keep initiative rather than taking the queen. Not sure I like that idea. Yeah, this is gonna be trouble. Chewy's kind of all in here. Oh, touchdown, imminent. If you get the back rank, we call that a touchdown. I personally believe if you can get your king to the back rank, it should be a win condition for the game. But chess.com has not coded it as a win condition. So early bird catches worms is up about 3 seconds on Chewy. So we're going to force Chewy to make some moves. The idea is he thinks that we can put more pressure on Chewy there. Knight check, I assume. Oh, okay. That's another way of doing things. So that's a threat. This king is kind of set up shop here and seems surprisingly safe. Whoa, that was a weird mate on the other board with a knight in the corner. Oh, wow. So pawn here. Oh, wow. I thought it'd be a new pawn in, but that works too. Ooh, uh-oh. There's a lot of weaknesses here. Is Wormpaka uptime? Wormpaka is uptime. So really, his partner, early bird catches worms, should sit, and he has. A win for Wormpaka. Yeah, that was a few games ago. That was an epic king walk. So honestly, I'm kind of unusual. Most people really enjoy checkmating in Bughouse, as there's a lot of interesting mates. But for me, like the most fun parts of Bughouse for me are number one, winning pieces, and number two, the king walks. So when your opponent thinks that you're completely dead, and then you can walk around your king and somehow live, I find that extremely fun. So knight is mate over here. Early bird catches worms. Has to defend it. He does. Wormpaka wants a knight. Looks like. But Chewy is on initiative. There's not really. I guess he wants a knight as well. Okay, this gets him safe at least. That's reasonable. Bishop, either of these places is pretty good. Knight is also good. So knight is good to at least win the queen. Early bird catches worms is on the attack. So Mastermind gave up check. And that's going to be mate for early bird catches worms for sure. On check, promote, and then new knight. He didn't even have to promote. The new knight was mate before. Over here. I guess he was just looking at the other knight square. Yeah, topwatch is 0. I really enjoy king walks as well. Topwatch is 0. I've had some epic king walks over the years. And so sometimes they're with the approval of my partner, and sometimes they are not with the approval of my partner. Like I have a game. So on the Free Internet Chess server, you could have this thing called a journal, where you could save your most epic games. And I saved one of my king walks where basically I walked my king like from here all the way over to here, and then back to here, and then back to here, and then back to here again. So like I walked back and forth like 3 times. And the way it happened was my partner had like mate in 1, and my partner was like stall. And I kept looking at the position. I was like, I can make one more move. He's not going to mate me. So I would make one more move, and then my opponent would like pre-move something that like wasn't mate, and I'd be like, I can make one more move, and I kept like taking pieces and moving my king back and forth. And finally, I stalled when I was mated in one, and we won the game. There are some other players that have some saved games where they basically did a king walk and then they set up shop. Like they would get their king to the other side of the board, and then they would surround their king with pieces and so that it couldn't be attacked. And by the way, one benefit of like a touchdown, getting to the other side of the board, is when your king is over here, you can't be checked with pawns. That removes like half the pieces that they could possibly attack you with. So once you have your king here, you're safe from a lot of stuff. Hey, Ocean Man. Hope you're doing well. You see how many pre-moves they have. They basically try to pre-move every recapture. Oh, that's a free pawn. So he's defending this. Attacking the queen. That's a free pawn. Maybe queen over. That works too. I think he just takes this. Ooh, wow. Okay. He's getting his rooks in. He wants to take all of that. So the other possible... Oh yeah, that's just mate. That works. The same Chuck that watched Dr. Worm? Yeah. Yeah, I was watching Dr. Worm earlier. Ocean Man, you want to play some Bughouse? Right now I'm just watching. There's some high level Bughouse going on. But I can play if someone wants to partner. I'm famous. Not really famous, but I'm at this point I'm the most prolific Bughouse streamer. So when I started streaming, Helm's Night streamed the most Bughouse, but she kind of stopped streaming Bughouse, and I just kept going. So I've kind of outlasted everyone. And it's good to see more Bughouse streamers now. There's a bunch of new Bughouse streamers. So Chicken Cross Road is extremely good at Bughouse and has been #1 in the world before. He started streaming recently. True Player, who's played Bughouse for years and years, he started streaming recently. Chewy has been streaming some Bughouse. Papa Pizza has started streaming some Bughouse. So it's good to see more Bughouse streamers. But I'm the one who gets the most views just because I'm partnered with chess.com. So they feature me on the homepage and send me some viewers. Don't know how to play Bughouse or too many variants. Okay, well yeah, you can pick it up and by watching and play some other time. So yeah, I'll put the rules in the chat for those not familiar. And this is going a lot faster than we're used to. It's a lot easier to learn if you see it move slowly. But basic gist is Bughouse is a game played by 4 players on 2 boards. So you have a partner. Your partner sits to the right of you and is the opposite color. So again, I'm not playing, I'm just watching here. But normally I would be playing here like as white. My partner would be here as black. Whenever I capture a piece, I'm capturing a black piece, and I hand it to my partner. And the pieces I capture go here, so they're pieces in reserve. The pieces he captures, the white pieces, go here. They're pieces in reserve for me. And I can make a normal chess move, or I could take any of these pieces in reserve and place one on any empty square as a move. And then checkmate or flag on either board ends the game. And you can play here on chess.com. So it's a lot of fun. It's more social than chess because there's always 4 people involved rather than 2. There's less open-end memorization because you never know. It never is a strong word, but it's harder to predict what's going to happen on the other board. So pieces can fly back and forth. And there's a lot more tactics in bughouse than normal chess. So personally, so in normal chess, I really enjoy tactics, and I really hate open-end memorization. And bughouse kind of solves both of those issues, as bughouse has more tactics than chess, and it has less memorization than chess. And it's just more social overall. And a lot of people play bughouse over the board. So if you go to any big chess club, or like a university chess club or a big chess tournament, people will be playing bughouse there. Oh, this is just a pawn wall, hard to get through. And one of the cool things about bughouse is, oh, that's probably going to be mate pretty soon. Knight is always trying to block him off, so queen here will mate. And queen on both sides will mate. That was a good defense. Tough to defend this. And Chewy is down time. I think Chewy's going to get mated here. Honestly, I don't see a defense. Like, if you move the queen away, this is mate immediately. Okay, maybe that works. They move so fast. So still down 4 seconds. And now Chewy has extra queen to play. Sorry, Rumpaka has an extra queen to play with. Is also an international master. This is hard to stop. Then you can promote the pawn. That works too. So yeah, one of the cool things about bughouse is you can generally form even teams. If you're playing over the board, you can get the strongest person, partner them with the weakest person, and then they can play against 2 mid-level people. You can form even teams there. Rumpaka on the attack. So this square is still defended. E square. Oh, he has 2 queens though. So if you put something there, interesting. Nice mate by Chewy. 1 queen did not do him in. 2 queens. Tough to handle. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to do a raid. I'm going to send you guys to Chewy, so you can hear his insights from the horse's mouth. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Especially appreciate the folks who subscribed. So I think Incredible Blunder gifted a sub earlier this stream. In addition, we had some Prime subs. So Chuck16 Huff subscribed with Prime. We had a raid from No Marcy. Really appreciate the raid. And thanks finally to marksmanmasterpro for partnering me, saving me from the random pool. Really appreciate that. Oh, thanks for the follow from Angel So Lovely. Appreciate the follow. So I'm sending you guys to Chewy the Chewer. Chewy the Chewer is this guy up here, National Master No Chewy Candy. So you can see from his perspective what's going on. And yet he's very good at bughouse. You can learn a lot from watching him. So I'll see you all next week, Tuesday night. I stream generally Tuesday and Wednesday nights on Chess TV. Occasionally I stream other times, but I've been so busy with work recently that I haven't streamed non-Chess TV times. In the summer I'm going to stream a lot more, like a lot more. But now I'm just trying to keep up because I've got so much work to do. Okay, well, have a great night, everyone. Show Chewy some love. Tell him where he came from. Tell him you love bughouse. Drop some follows. Bye, everyone.